What's up guys, I'm Chris Doughty, aka Doughtinator. I was challenged to provide some proof of cold tyres in a post recently on some of my video. Seaside Sammy, I challenged to provide some proof of cold tyres. Okay, challenge accepted.
Now Cole, there is something else. Tires is what wins a race.
Yeah, what the hell are you talking about?
Well, what the hell am I talking about? So basically, tyre temperature in GT Sport, it does have a difference, but it's very specific. So we're going to get into that in a moment. Before we begin, only 17% of the people are subscribed to my channel. If we can get that number a bit higher, that'd be fantastic. Hit that subscribe button, like this video if you find it informative, and we're going to get into the details of this video now. So tyre temperatures in GT Sport. There was one specific race, it was FIA Manufacturers Cup, where I really suffered with cold tyres, and it got me thinking. I was thinking about making this video for a little while anyway, so playing in the background is the FIA intro. Also playing in the background now is the kind of introduction to all the drivers in the FIA races, and this is quite a bit different to Daily Race C, for example, or Daily Race B. So right now, all the tyres are, well, they're going cold. The game is active. You can steer, you can rev, you can burn your fuel. Also, I believe the tyre model is also active. So this takes some time, 3 minutes or so. Your car is sitting on the grid, doing nothing at all, and you're losing tyre temperature. Let's just fast forward this 1 second. Even at 5 times speed, it's still taking a little while to get through all the cars. 13th place, 14th place, 15th place, me in 16th, not a great qualifying for me. But yeah, look, even 5 times fast forward, we are still losing tyre temperature. Let's just ride on board now and listen to how it happened for me.
Thinking about this, Issa, welcome. Thank you for joining. Oh God, I've even lost it even with traction control. Not an ideal start. Did I forget to put my tyre warmers on or something? Unbelievable.
So that's what I feel, but now we need to prove this. It needs to be more than a feeling. Let's try and get some data, put some numbers to this. So I'm going to create a test. In the test, I'm going to use a controller. I'm not going to use the steering. I'm going to use automatic gears. We're going to use Special Stage Route X as our test arena for this. And I'm going to just try and do it as simple as possible. It's literally full throttle off the start, full brake at the braking point. We're just going to give a bit of a gap to the AI, so there's no slipstream involved, and then we're just going to give it 10 seconds. We're going to start full throttle off the line. Just an observation, no wheel spin. This first run is with 0 times tyre wear, so the tyre wear is not active. The method for this run is all the way down to the 2,000 meter line, the gantry over the 2,000 meters. I brake exactly on the shadow, and then we'll just see where the car ends up after we're on the brakes. So it's a long way down here. I think the car tops out at around 173, 174. Jam on the brakes there, braking all the way through. ABS is set to default throughout all of this test, and there you see we're just before the 2,200 meter sign on the floor. Same test again, 0 tyre wear once more. This time we're going to wait for the tyres to go cold, and we're just going to fast forward that waiting time right now. We're going to leave it for 13.5 minutes, just a number I picked out of the air. Obviously a lot more than the standing start for FIA, but I just wanted to amplify the differences. As you can see on the tyre, the tyres are being indicated as being cold, which is quite interesting. Now once the timer reaches, we're going to go. One thing to note, no wheel spin once more. A solid start. We're just going to fast forward or skip forward. We don't want to be dragged down the straight. Hit the brakes on the line, and we're going to be braking right down to fractionally different. Some margin could be down to timing maybe. So that's with 0 tyre wear. Now I believe with 0 X tyre wear, tyre temperatures aren't active. So I'm going to rerun the test choosing 1 times tyre wear for this example. And the first test we're going to be just straight off the line as if you'd be starting a race. Give it 10 seconds just to give the gap for the car ahead so we don't get in any slipstream. And when we're going to get on the throttle, you're going to instantly notice something. We're going to wheel spin a little bit off the line. That indicates to me less grip than we had before compared to the 0X. Now on the brakes, skipping forward now, on the brakes fully, and we're just going to cruise quite a bit further than we have done on the previous tests. Now that's quite interesting. That was with straight off the line, no cooling time, as it would be in like a daily race C, for example. We're going to fast forward this now. This is with 1X tyre wear. Again, tyres have gone cold by the tyre indicator, and we're going to get ready to launch the car off the line now. Off we go, and hitting the throttle, and instantly so much more wheel spin, absolutely lighting up the tyres. So that is actually going to put some temperature into the rear tyres, but take that with a pinch of salt. The front tyres have been doing a lot of the work. Braking on the line again, and we're going to cruise way past the 2,200 metre board. So with the cold tyres, certainly very cold tyres in that example, braking distances was huge. Now we're going to warm the tyres up before we do our test. This will be simulating kind of mid-race conditions. So we're going to park up on exactly the same line, launch, no wheel spin at all. So to me, tyres are up to temperature, and this feels most like 0X tyre wear. We're going to get on the brakes, normal braking position, and we're going to brake spookily close to exactly how it is with 0X tyre wear. Right, let's just think about this and compare. I'm going to overlay all 3 of the 1X tyre runs, and we're going to be looking at the kind of top speed here, about 173, 174 for all of them. On the brakes at exactly the same time. I've aligned these clips. Interesting to note, when we freeze it here, the ABS is kicking a lot more with the cooler tyres, as you'd expect. And then we're going to go down the speed even more. At 1 mile an hour, the very cold tyres are still at 27 miles an hour, 6 miles an hour for the tyres from the race start. So there's a significant difference there in tyre temperature and the amount of braking force you can get. So let's have a think about this for a moment. The tyre wear indicator, in my opinion, is active all the time. The tyre temperature indicator. When you are having 0X tyre wear, the tyre temperature model isn't active. Your tyres are always at perfect operating temperature. No matter what you do, the tyre temperature meter may display the tyre temperatures, but it has no effect in game. When you have 1X or any amount of tyre wear enabled, tyre temperatures are active, and when you first start the race, your tyre temperature is cooler than optimum. You're going to need 3 or 4 corners to get your tyres into the optimal tyre temperature window to give you the most grip. Also, you can let the tyres cool off, you can overheat the tyres. All tyre temperatures are enabled when tyre wear is enabled. So that concludes the tyre temperature myth. Let me know in the comments below if you've enjoyed this. If you'd like to subscribe, consider subscribing. If you'd like to know more about GT Sport and getting faster in GT Sport, join the Race Asylum Discord. There'll be a link for that in the description below. And again, we're going to go through this one more time. The Daily Race C, your tyres will be a little bit cold at the start. But in FIA, your tyres will be a whole lot colder than they ever will be for a race C, and that's why you feel like there's almost zero traction at the start of an FIA race. Now, I understood that my tyres would be cold at the start of this race, but I had no idea how cold they would be. It completely caught me out. So always remember, FIA races where you're sat on the line for a long time, your tyres will be cold and you'll have significantly less grip on the race start. Good luck for your future FIA races. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you in the next one.